On behalf of Rainer Peppercock, who unfortunately was unable to join us in this case. Thank you.
But he sends his best regards to this audience. He was invited to present how the career development for core facility staff is dealt with at EMBL, but I thought it's a good opportunity to present the international recommendation on training for facility staff, as it was developed by the Global BioImaging Working Group last year. And this was based on the training courses that we have been giving under the Global BioImaging umbrella during the past 3-4 years. And also based on the experience that we collected from around the globe on how to deliver core facility staff training. For example, Elisa May will present later the German BioImaging. Their experience went into this training staff recommendation, but also from many other places like the EMBL short-term fellowship program and so on. And I think this is something that we could take home to further support the right direction. As we just learned, in Australia it's heading that way, but we are also aware that in many other places we are not there yet. And therefore we were trying together to bring an international recommendation to your attention, but also to the attention of the organizers of such training courses, but also of the directors of universities, to understand that that kind of training is really needed. I would like to briefly highlight that this international recommendation is not the only one that Global BioImaging is working on. It's embedded, oh, sorry, I thought that was the laser pointer. Yes. So it's embedded into an existing set of recommendations that is already on our website, but we are currently working on a new format to bring it into one common booklet that hopefully will be ready next year at this time. And we have also the new working groups that are further progressing those recommendations, for example, on impact assessment framework for imaging technology platforms, image data formats, repositories, quality management, and career paths for facility managers. So this is the one where we're trying to get your feedback from this meeting. And the one I'm presenting now is already ready on the website. So the international recommendation on training for core facility staff, we were discussing last year exactly at this same meeting, the exchange of experience number 3 in Sydney, what would be needed. And we had done a survey beforehand and had collected feedback, and based on the practical experience with the training courses, based on the survey, based on the input, we came to the following points, which I would just like to read out to you. So the training course for training of core facility staff should focus on one overarching topic. So we had tried the format of merging topics, like having data management and facility management in one course. It doesn't really work out. People are too exhausted as soon as they arrive at the second topic. So the recommendation says that you should focus the course on one topic, facility management or data management or new emerging technologies, but not try to have it all in one go and then for 2 weeks people will just fade away. Duration, 2 to 3 days is usually the time that the director allows you to go away, but it's really short to cover a topic properly, so it's better to have it at least 3 days, ideally 5 days. And we would like to ask the directors to allow that time for their staff for the training. Hands-on versus theoretical training should be well balanced, if possible 50-50. Regarding the level, it should be split into different courses, and I will come back to that on the last slide, so that we have courses dedicated for junior staff and courses dedicated for senior staff, so that the course in general is structured hopefully into a core series of increasing levels of detail and complexity. And there should not be more than 25 participants. Actually, that was something that was heatedly discussed, because many of the experienced trainers said 15 is much, much better, but then we don't have that opportunity to run these courses that often. So I think 25 is still something you can manage, even if it's not ideal. The courses should be openly advertised with an application process, and then the incoming proposal should be evaluated for the suitability and excellence. International courses should try to use English. Of course, if it's a regional course taking place, let's say in Latin America, the course could be in Spanish. But as soon as you have participants on board from other regions, it's English. Senior trainers are asked to stay at least 1 day. I mean, we all know that you're very busy people and you fly in and fly out like we all do also for this time. But it's much appreciated by the students if you have some time to discuss and stay longer, ideally for the full duration of the course. For the networking, this was really emphasized that it's also important for the students to do this, and therefore there should be the possibility that they can present themselves to each other and also the trainers with flash talks or posters. It is recommended that the trainer should provide training material up front, if possible, so that everyone can come prepared. To optimize the course organization and measure impact of the specific training, the collection of feedback is really, really important. And this is something we also did for the Global BioImaging training courses. And based on that feedback from the participants, that's where we developed this recommendation on as well. So this can take place in person directly at the end of the course, where you can get a first impression, how they liked it, then followed by online surveys after the course. And then this was something, that's probably more luxury. If you still have the resources, then half a year later, follow up with the participants to also see if they could implement what they had learned at the course in their facility. That was the last slide of the actual recommendation. And the paper also includes this table where we try to follow that recommendation to have a series with increasing level of complexity. And that was what the working group agreed on. At the beginner's level, for young core facility staff, maybe just about to start or just have started in the place, there should be a core facility operation management module, management of user projects, quality control, and security and safety in the imaging facility. Then followed by a second module for people who have been around for a year or two already in the places, a module on keeping the facility cutting edge, marketing and communication with focus on external users, training and course design, collaboration with industry, technology transfer, animal handling. And then for the directors of the core facility, so the senior staff or leadership, personnel management, budget and budgeting, technology upgrade, instruments procurement, diplomatic and political skills, and demonstrating impact. That's probably something you also learn by doing, but it never harms to have a course on that. So that's my last slide. I would highly recommend that you have a look at this recommendation. As I said, Enrique and I will also still be working on the layout of this so that you can download and further distribute it. The further this is spread among colleagues in core facilities, the better. At the moment, we don't have the resources yet to really offer this as a course, but we would love to, and we are really looking into this and also inviting all of you to maybe look at home if you have possibilities to engage with national funders or foundations or industry to help us to get this going. Thank you very much.